Hello, hello, hello. Grand risings, everyone. How's everybody feeling this morning? Because I'm feeling great. Let's get into it. So, I don't know if y'all ever heard of the let them theory. Essentially, the point is to whoever it is, you're in a long-term relationship, if it's with your friends, your parents, whomever, the point is to let them do whatever it is that they please. Let them say whatever it is that they want to say. Let them behave the way that they want to behave, and let them do whatever it is that they want to do. Why do I look like I got a fade? I'm sorry, but it's a no for me. Anyways, and I feel like for the past year and a half, almost 2 years, I've really started to learn that society has made it so normal for manipulation to be normal. And I mean manipulation in the way of people pleasing. That's literally a manipulation tactic. People who please others, yeah, it's a learned behavior a lot of the times, and it can stem from other things. But if you ask most people pleasers why they do what they do, if they really tell you the truth, it's not usually about the other person. It's usually about them, and it's usually about them wanting a certain outcome or behavior to be portrayed in whatever the relationship is. And I can speak on this because not only do I have to constantly be aware, because that was a learned behavior for me, and I ask myself, why are you doing this? Are you doing this for them, or are you doing this for you? Is it genuinely out of the kindness of your heart, or are you looking for something and that's why you're doing it? And I've watched my family members, I've watched my friends, I've even talked to people who, outside of just my friends, I've talked to so many people. And it's genuinely so normalized in our society to act and be a certain way to get things that we want from people. And honestly, that's what children do, because they're learning how to communicate, and they're learning they're basically just learning how to communicate, and that's an essential part. But I'm starting to ramble a little bit. You gotta let people do what they want to do and show up how they want to show up, because you have to realize that letting them is not necessarily a negative thing. At least it doesn't have to be. Letting them shows you, okay, is this person able to meet my needs? Not your expectations of what you want, your actual needs. Does this person cross my personal boundaries? Does this person align with me? If this person is being authentic and I'm being authentic, do we mesh well together? You can figure out all of that. And also, part of that is excuse me. Part of that is part of that is also being able to surrender to flow and let go of all your expected outcomes and expectations in doing that, you're allowing yourself to be free in losing my train of thought, but doing so allows you to be free and not worry so much about whether or not somebody is going to stay in your life, trying to control whether or not somebody leaves. And I was having a conversation with my friend the other day, and one thing she said that I really understood was that theory allows you to dance with some of your fears, like not being good enough, or afraid that you won't be loved or understood, or just the fear of abandonment. There's so much more, but those are just a few things that come up on the top of my mind. And I don't know, ultimately, like, I just think that the whole point is just letting go and letting things happen. I didn't say don't have boundaries, but boundaries are not for other people, they're for you. And they're for you to stand on and for you to follow. Now, if somebody respects you, they're going to respect your boundaries as well. Again, you just gotta let them. You don't gotta keep telling people, more than two or three times what you need. Now, in a relationship, it's kind of different. I think I give a little bit more grace, because people, it's any relationship, it's a learning. So I tend to give a little bit more grace. But after you've said it so many times, y'all have had a conversation about it, and it's understood, and you still don't feel like you're being considered, well, that's when you have to make the decision for yourself what it is that you're going to do next. That's it. You have to remember that regardless of what is or isn't happening, regardless if someone's going to still be your friend or not be your friend, regardless if somebody's going to choose to be in a relationship with you and stay committed to you or not, like, you're good. Because the whole time you just let them, and you were okay with that. I'm not saying that it isn't difficult sometimes, because it definitely is, but at the end of the day, you can't control nobody. Like, stop trying to control your parents. Just let them do and be how they want to be, dude. If they decide that they want to change, they will do that. If they don't want to change, they're not going to do it. Nobody is going to change for you. And if they are, if they're actually changing who they are for you, that's different. Changing behaviors and stuff like that is not what I'm referring to. But changing who they are for you, somebody's looking for something. But I'm not going to ramble on. I'm on the way to the gym. And to be honest, that's all I wanted to say. So, peace, love, and light to y'all.